The Aputure Amaran 100DS is Aputure's affordable daylight temperature video light. This is a 100-watt light that is plenty bright for all your content creation needs. I'm currently running it at 10% brightness in a lantern softbox as my key light. And I love this light because it's really lightweight, it's compact, and it's relatively affordable compared to some of Aputure's other lights. Now, the big con to this light is that it's just not super heavy duty. It's got a plastic body, plastic knobs, and you can just feel that it's not the heaviest duty light on the market, but it's a really good value at only $200. The 100DS is the updated version of Amaran's 100D light, and there's no fan noise with this, and it has an upgraded LED chipset that's supposed to have better quality of color, and I feel like it has a really accurate rendering of colors. I bought the daylight version because if you get the bicolor version of the light, it's a little bit more expensive, and your overall brightness goes down a little bit, and the overall color accuracy goes down a little bit as well because it's balancing the color between two LEDs. So I really like the 100DS for an environment like this where I can shut off all the lights and fully control what the color is going to look like using my accent lights. The light features a screen to show you what the current brightness is, a Bluetooth pairing reset button, an off-on switch, a power input, and a single brightness knob. The knob can either be rotated to fine-tune the brightness, or you can press it to quickly jump in 20% increments of brightness. You can also use the Sidus Link app to control this light, which is really handy because it allows you to create fixture groups and presets and scenes so you can easily change all the parameters of the light. There's also a couple different flashing colors that you can use with this light, although this light is the single daylight temperature, so you can't adjust the color temperature of the light on the Sidus Link app. One small complaint I have is it is a little bit hard to see what the light brightness is because the screen is up on the top part of the light when you have it up high on a light stand. The light comes with a power adapter, a medium length extension cord that has a locking connector on it, and it also comes with a hyper reflector, which the hyper reflector doesn't really look very good, and I don't think you'll ever want to use it. So I would definitely put it to the side and save a little bit of money to buy a modifier like a lantern or a large octagon softbox with diffusion. The light takes 48 volts of input for the power, and it comes with a nice big power brick, but you can also buy a special power station that Aputure sells that allows you to use it with V-mount batteries if you want it to be battery powered. But this is a little bit expensive to do it, so I would only shell out the money for that if you really need the battery powered. I'd also consider just buying the 60DS if you really want to run off of battery power, because it's going to save you money because you don't have to buy that battery station to run it battery powered. The 100DS is really not that much higher powered than the 60DS, but the selling point of this to me is that it has a much more durable mount than the 60DS, because on the 60DS you have to thread a pin on and it can come loose depending on the angle that you've set your light at. The 100DS can also accept heavier Bowens mount modifiers than the 60DS. So overall, it's just a little bit heavier duty of a light than the 60DS. The biggest complaint I have with this light though is the whole thing is made of plastic, including all the levers and knobs to add it to a light stand, and they just feel a little bit cheap. It feels like this light is not super durable. So if you're going to travel with it or use it on a lot of shoots, be careful with it that you don't drop it, and I would definitely invest in some good carrying cases to keep it safe when you travel. One of the nice things about the lightweight nature of this light though is you can get away with using it on a medium weight stand. You probably don't need a C-stand, although I'm a very big fan of C-stands. I'll link to some of my favorite in the description below, as well as to this light and the 60DS as well. So overall, I really like this light, and I think it's a great choice for a content creator who doesn't want to spend the crazy amounts of money that some of Aputure's other Lightstorm lights cost. You definitely will notice a difference in the overall quality of the light fixture itself, but the quality of the light on this is still fantastic, and it's going to do a great job for content creators to add light to all your shots. I'm running it at 10% right now, shooting with my camera lens at f1.4, and I find when I shoot B-roll or if I'm lighting a bigger area, I typically run it around 60% to 75%. I still have a little bit of wiggle room on maximum brightness. I also have the light very close to me right now, so if you're using it farther away from talent and lighting more than one person, you'll probably need to run it at a higher brightness as well. If you're looking for a light like this, I would recommend buying the 100DS if you don't need a crazy ton of power. It's going to work best if you can have the light up close like this, or it'll also work fine for small groups of people. But buy the 200DS if you want to light even more people. If you're looking for the smallest, most portable aperture light, I would just buy the 60DS because it still offers plenty of output in a very small package. But I do prefer the way that the 100DS, this light attaches to the light stand more than how I like the 60DS's light stand attachment. The 100DS is still lightweight and easy to use, but it's made of plastic, so we'll have to see how the long-term durability is on this light. If you're interested in buying the Amaran 100DS, I have links in the description below. Also, if you have any other questions about this light, or the 60DS, the 100DS, or the 200DS, leave a comment down below and I'll do my best to answer them. Also, be sure to check out my other videos for more comparisons of these lights.